It's a beautiful day. The new lawnmower's a little bit lower than the old one. I dug up. Oh, geez, I'm shitting myself again. What's with me lately? I've definitely been watching too much vlogging life. But I got everything but this little patch mowed. Got her all mowed down there, you can see. The old tractor I got out of the garbage. Main issue right now, well, issues, the seat. The seat's kind of a problem, as you can see. It's not so comfy. I got a better seat that I'm going to put on it. Other issues, I need to put the deck back, or the chute on. I have a chute, it's not for this one, but I'll make it work. You can see I had to weld it all together, right along here. And my welds have come along a long ways. A trick to anybody using them cheap Canadian Tire or Power Fist welders. Can't get a good weld to save your life, all you get is popcorn. Well, I can fix that for you. Bring it closer. That's the big tip that nobody's never ever told me. I watched hundreds of hours of videos. I couldn't figure out why do my welds never look as good as theirs. That's because I was always too far away. I'd be up here with my electrode or here, but you got to be like touching it. If you have the guard on, you might as well almost touch it. And myself, actually, for these welds, I took the guard off. I know they're not, the best ever, but they're not bad for a shitty flux core. But other than that, she's solid again. The whole front end took a major hit right here. It's all twisted in. There's actually a piece of steel that goes right there, kind of guides the grass out of the chute. That was all flapping around and gonna hit the blade, so I had to tack that all back down here. And there's a hole here where it used to be attached, so I tacked that all up and made it a lot better. Other than that, she's together. It's got new blades. It runs. The throttle is backwards. You basically just turn this around, and that's exactly how it works. I got to take these two bolts, drill out 2 holes, so I can flip that around. It's proper. Got the old 18. She seems to be working fine. I got the a fuel filter on this one, and a shut-off valve. It's got the under the hood tank. The battery doesn't hold a very good charge, but I'm hoping I'll change that soon. Also, in case you guys don't know, if you're ever working on trying to adjust your deck on one of these old Craftsmans, this is, an old 5-speed 38-inch. What year is this thing? I don't even know. I couldn't tell you guys. I thought I could tell by the model or serial number, but, well, if that's an 8, it's an 89. No, it's a 38. Anyways, regardless, it's an 80s fucking tractor. But this is an access hatch. You see that right there? It actually raises and lowers your deck. And it's part of the knob here that also raises and lowers your deck, but this is kind of the end game of it. And one other thing I did was, if you can see up in there, which I don't know, yeah you can, right there, if you look really closely you might notice that there's like a sleeve around that shaft. I actually built that sleeve out of just a piece of round metal, and I bent it oval and then grinded her down so she'd fit in there, and that brings the deck up a good 1/4 of an inch or so. So made a big difference in leveling it out. It's definitely a lot leveler, and it goes a lot higher. Before its highest setting, it was lower than my lowest setting on the other tractor. So, needless to say, that was no good. The old Yard Pro seems to work great. Well, as great as it always does. It took a little bit to get it going. My buddy had to pull her a little more than usual, but again, this is the first go of the season, so that's no big surprise. Unfortunately, though, I am going to have to get a new wheel. This wheel stripped out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these wheels, but they have plastic gears in the back. I'll show you one. Damn, I got a beautiful view out of my upstairs in my garage. I wish I had a bigger window up here. I'd spend more time up here if I could. But right now she's pretty stuffy and there's flies. But anyways, my lawnmower has wheels like these. You can see this. All these plastic teeth are rounded off. This is actually the original wheel. Yeah, this is the original wheel that it came with. They all sheared off. They were like that when I got it, when my grandmother gave it to me. I found a lawnmower in the garbage, self-propelled one. Just happened to have the same kind of style, same plastic gear wheels. So I grabbed the only good one off of that, slapped it on there, and it lasted me almost a year, and then it stripped off too. So needless to say, I'm going to have to buy a couple of these. But, you know, that's no biggie really. It's just a matter of replacing a wheel. I also kind of downsized some of my yard equipment. You might remember I had a big hoard of these things. Well, I got rid of most of them. Pretty sure that this guy works. This guy is very close. I think he works. It's just the pull cord doesn't retract. This is my old one that I've had for a while. It's a Featherlight weed eater. You can actually see the problem. Well, you guys don't know yet. Whoa! There, you're actually looking right at it. That's the problem right there. Zoom back out so you can get a better shot. See that? That's supposed to be my primer ball. Yeah, it dissolved. Even though I kept that mostly inside, within 3 years the primer ball completely dissolved. So obviously they're not very gas resistant. And then Hank, I'm sure he'll be happy to know, I did not throw it out. I can't throw this out. This is too cool. I mean, maybe I'll never even get it running. I don't know. But until I do or don't, I'm definitely keeping the thing. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, I've never ever seen a grass trimmer like that. I'm sure it's a real pain in the ass to use. It's probably heavy with the engine on the bottom. Looks like that whole bottom piece is some kind of muffler. But just for the reason of seeing it go, I'm gonna make it go at some point. But in the meantime, I got to get one of these guys going. At least I'd like to get all 3 of them up and running for the summer, but I need at least one because I got to or at least whippersnip my lawn, if nothing else. So I figured I should take a look under this thing, especially because I've been having problems. I've had a severe wobble, like shaking the whole car, just like vibrating. It started off like a little bit, but then last night it was getting worse and worse. And I could swear I could feel the car like wobbling back and forth, you know, while I was driving. It's like, fuck, that's not good. So I figured, you know, it wouldn't be surprised if, you know, something like that bent, or, you know, this little arm camber adjustment right there. You know, the shock itself, or maybe the main control arm, you know, there's lots of little things to bend. Anyways, so I'm looking and looking, and no, first I thought it was that side. No, that side checked out. Checked the wheel bearing and everything. Did the same on this side. It's like, geez, you know, that's surprising. You know, wheel bearings are all good. Everything was tight, so I couldn't really understand what the fuck was going on. So then I had a little bit better look at the tire, and I started looking at the side. Well, if you look really close, you might already see the problem. Look at the very bottom of the tire. See, it's fine. Womp. There's this massive egg out of it. Right there. And if you look really close, this is actually how I noticed it. I don't know if you can see, guys can see in that crack. Those are the steel belts. You can see them, and they're not even rusty. Not even rusted yet. So that kind of tells you, if they're not even rusty, this tire just kind of split. One of the belts broke there. This tire is about to blow out. I've never actually had one blow out on me, but I had another tire do this to me. The other tire was worse because I drove it for a long time because I didn't have another tire to put on. But something tells me that could definitely cause a little bit of a shudder on the road, or a thumping type noise. I also noticed that the rear tires and the front tires are different sizes, but this tire's way worse, but the other tire ain't too far behind. It's also the same brand of tire, the same age, so I'm going to have to definitely replace these tires. But yeah, I started by looking on the side here, and I kind of noticed it there. You can kind of see it even on the side. And I noticed there's something not right there, and then all of a sudden I noticed that big old crack, and I was like, oh, what the heck is going on there? And I put the tire down to the ground, and she's definitely not flat. So keep an eye on your tires. Don't let them get weather cracked, because this is what will happen. It starts off with little harmless cracks like these. You know, that's not so bad, you think, and then bang! Don't take long, this happens. You know, again, that's one step from a blowout. That could blow it on me anytime. It could blow it on me later if I don't fix it. So I gotta get off my ass and get this fixed, or get the spare on there or something, because I can't have this. Not safe to drive like that, that's for sure. But yeah, keep an eye on your tires. You never know. A lot of people have problems with different shakes and shimmies. First thing you gotta look at, I think, is your tires. You gotta, you know, put them on, spin them like this, and have a look at the bottom. Have a look at both sides. You know, make sure your belts are good. Make sure you're not all cracked to hell. Make sure you don't have a big lump in the middle of your tires like I do. And go from there. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Peace.